Unbelievable. I knew this was going to happen. He's too good. He's too dominant. And now the Knicks have missed their chance to sign this monster. It was just announced that the Dallas Mavericks are signing Moses Brown, effectively taking the option away from New York. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. But before we get started, guys, about 54% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. We are on a mission to try to reach 50,000 subscribers, and we could really use your support. If you enjoy daily Knicks content like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it could really support all the great content that we're creating for you. And now, let's get started. The Dallas Mavericks steal New York's defensive monster, Moses Brown. I dropped the video not even 24 hours ago about Moses Brown and how dominant he was during All-Star Weekend. And I mentioned in that video that a number of teams were impressed by Brown and his dominance, his block shots, his rebounding, and the fact that he's a walking double-double. And one of those teams were the Dallas Mavericks. And they wasted no time. They just announced that the Dallas Mavericks signed this defensive monster, Moses Brown, to their roster. Shout out to Shams Charania of ESPN for giving us the following information. According to him, the Dallas Mavericks plan to sign 7'2" center Moses Brown to a 10-day contract. Mavs bring in a big man with Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, and Derek Lively II expected to be out an extended period of time. According to Mark Stein of the Stein Line, a great and longtime NBA insider, he also confirms Shams' report and states the following. Moses Brown is auditioning for the Dallas Mavericks today and is expected to sign this afternoon if all goes to plan. And of course, spoiler alert, it all did go well for Moses Brown as he was signed to a contract today by the Dallas Mavericks. Even though it's a 10-day contract, because the Mavs are missing so many of their big men, it's almost a guarantee that not only will he see significant time, but this 10-day contract could be extended by the Mavericks. We should mention again that this is the second stint for Moses Brown as he joins Dallas again for the second time. If you need a center, and the Dallas Mavericks are in desperate need of a center right now, you can do no better than Moses Brown. Look at all the centers that could be available on the market right now, and look at Moses Brown. Look at what he gives you. Rebounding, check. Block shots, check. Walking double-double, check. Dominant inside, check. He gives you everything a team needing a center could want right now. The Dallas Mavericks hit the jackpot and got extremely lucky by picking him off the Westchester Knicks team. I have been advocating, and I wanted the Knicks to sign him as soon as March 1st. I was hoping what the Knicks were going to be able to do was wave Delon Wright, and then as soon as possible, sign TJ Warren and Moses Brown, or Chuma Okeke and Moses Brown. But now we'll never know because the Mavericks just stole Moses Brown from the Knicks. And even though it's a 10-day contract, like I just mentioned, because they're missing all of their centers, he's likely going to get significant time. He's likely going to get that 10-day contract extended. And if they see what he can do on a night-to-night basis, they are never, and I repeat, never going to let him go because that's your backup insurance. In case any one of your centers go down, you have Moses Brown waiting in the wings. And that is exactly the role I wanted him to play for this Knicks team. Even though Mitchell Robinson's coming back, even though we have Ariel Hukporti, and it's clear Tom Thibodeau likes him and he trusts him on the floor, we still need more insurance on the bench. You never know what could happen. And getting a player like Moses Brown, who has NBA experience, who is having a dominant year, probably the best year of his entire career. You guys can say whatever you want to say about it being the G League. I understand it. The G League, all that means is the talent you're playing there is not as strong. But it doesn't mean that what you're doing on a night-to-night basis should be ignored. He's a walking double-double. That's not easy to do on a night-to-night basis. Blocking all the shots that he does, that's not easy to do. The fact that he was in the up next game for All-Star Weekend, that means his talents are being recognized. All of these things matter when you're a player in the G League trying to make your way back to the NBA level. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This kid is a late bloomer, but he's starting to figure it out this year. And the Mavericks just stole him. If you don't believe me, watch what he does when he gets playing time with them. Not only is he going to be great, he is going to be dominant. He is going to give them great minutes, gonna put on a show, and he's going to make everybody in Knicks Nation understand exactly what I did. We should have never let him go. We should have never let the Mavericks sign him, and we should have kept him on this team. I wish there could have been a way we could have added him to this team and had him as insurance, as a backup center for Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, just in case we needed it. Now, we'll never know. But the one thing we do know is that the Knicks, come March 1st, they're going to sign a player from Westchester. And now, all signs are clearly and firmly pointing into the direction of T.J. Warren. Now, for me, I would rather have Chuma or Moses Brown. Moses Brown is gone. Chuma, he's likely going to be gone next. The only player remaining is T.J. Warren, and we don't have any clarity on if he's going to be available come March 1st. That's another thing we're going to have to deal with, because a lot of teams around the league are looking at T.J. Warren right now and are wondering, should they add him to their roster? It's not only the Knicks having this conversation. The Knicks may want him, but so do a number of other teams around the league. And that's the competition the Knicks are going to have to contend with. Just because they want TJ doesn't mean TJ is going to be available come March 1st. I hope they have some backup plans, but if the backup plan was Moses Brown, that option is now gone, courtesy of the Dallas Mavericks. Why Dallas? Why of all teams them? Why do they have to get better as they're getting injured? We need a player like Moses Brown. He was killing it. He was dominant. He was destroying the G League, going off during All-Star Weekend. We needed him. And now, gone. And where is he at? Oh, yeah. In the West Coast with Dallas. With Dallas. The second time he's with Dallas. But this was absolutely devastating for me. I said it yesterday that the Knicks needed to act on this because I knew something was going to happen. And boom, not even 24 hours later, Moses Brown is signed by the Dallas Mavericks. But what about you guys? What do you think about this information from Shams stating that the Mavericks plan to sign 7'2" Moses Brown to a 10-day contract? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.